Greetings and welcome to another World of Tanks video. I have an awesome bit of news to give to you about Cold War tanks, and that is the new Wiesel 1A1 TOW, which fires TOW missiles. Hello. Now that's the German spelling for Wiesel. So for Americans it's a Wiesel, for Germans it's a Wiesel. So there you go. Now this dude is pretty cool. Let's check it out. This is the new Wiesel 1A1, or the Wiesel. I'm sure they're going to call it the Wiesel. This tank is pretty vicious. Its main claim to fame, I guess, is that it fires TOW missiles only. There are no guns. There's a machine gun, but that's anti-personnel. So this doesn't have a cannon. It has only rockets. I don't know if that's going to be awesome or horrible, depending, I guess, on how good you are with rockets. I'm not that great with rockets. They're okay. So I'm not thinking that this is my style of tank. This is a style of tank that Armored Wraith plays. So that guy's a freak. So down the road, he'd love to have this tank. This tank will do 80 kilometers per hour stock, which means if you fully upgrade it with equipment, you might be able to get 96 out of this dude. Now that is, based upon historical information. We won't know until tomorrow, obviously, when it becomes available. I think this tank is going to go gangbusters. It's an Era 3. So when I play Era 3 matches in my Thumper or my AGS Sniper, I'll probably see this tank. But it's also very small, like an Armadillo, which is annoying. It's going to be annoying. There's a clip that they have. You can see this on YouTube. It's pretty vicious. So if this is the kind of thing that appeals to you, it could be awesome. It really could be awesome. There's the video. If I play the video, they're going to make a copyright claim on that. So I like to just avoid that. Now, they've done it before, and it's not vicious, anything like that. But someone, I don't want to give someone the reason to possibly be a jerk to me and go, hey, that guy's copying our stuff. We don't want him to have a blah, 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 blah. Like, whatever. I'm just not going to show it. Go see it elsewhere. I just want to avoid any kind of stepping on toes, intentional or unintentional. And I'm unintentional. So there you go. This is the profile picture here of the Wiesel. It's very, like I said, it seems to be right about the size of an Armadillo. I can imagine this thing as a jerkmobile. But the problem that I have myself with this tank is if that rocket doesn't auto lock, like a Sparrow missile from a F4 Phantom, you can't kill anyone on the run. So what the heck, the light tank speed is cool, don't get me wrong, but I can't shoot that on the run. I'm assuming. I don't know this for a fact, but I'm making an assumption that I don't know of rockets having a lock-on type of firing like they do, like the other, like autoloaders. When I'm in a light tank using an autoloader, the guns lock on with the turret, and then you just haul butt and just drill them as you can with varying degrees of success. Now, this rocket launcher, I don't know how this is going to work. I'm assuming that I cannot do the lock on and just drilling him on the run. Because if you can't do that in a light tank, man, you are at a disadvantage. You become, and I'm not saying this is bad, it's just, you got to be aware of this. You will become a midget sniper, which ain't bad. But it's not, it wouldn't quote unquote be a light tank for combat purposes. It would be a light tank for mobility and a sniper for combat. And snipers are notoriously bad on the move or close range. That's not where they're going to profit. So I'm just telling you that business. Yeah, pretty solid armor, I guess. Don't get hit, basically, is my answer. If you don't want to get penetrated, don't get hit. Because I think any of those real bullets are going to go right through this. A thumper, etc., is going to go right through this dude. But it might go through both sides, in one side, out the other. I don't know. But it looks real interesting when you check out the video to see it in action. Now, personally, I really wouldn't buy the top tier 14,000 gold package because you're paying gold for things that you can buy for silver. Now, fully loaded isn't necessarily bad because you get 7 days of premium time, and if you need that, that's helpful to a degree. I have an explanation for you in a minute why I wouldn't buy this either, but you could make a case for this. ×4 commander boosters, 20 of those are awesome. ×3 vehicle boosters are awesome, but not for this tank, but for some other tank. Those I buy. The ×4, 20 of the ×4s and 20 of the ×3 vehicles. I buy those. Those are useful. They're a fair price, too. They're not too expensive. If I was going to buy this tank, I'd buy it for the cheapest price possible, which is just the tank. You're going to pay silver for all the other stuff. And now, while this 12,000 gold offer has 7 days of premium, I have a video that explains on premium you can go to different contracts, play through 5 stages of a contract, collect your premium time for free, get the heck and jump out, start another contract, and harvest the premium times from each contract, and then switch to another one, and then at some point go back and finish each one of those contracts. Now you have to start again from scratch, but that means you're going to get 3 more days of premium time for those contracts. Now the longer contracts, like the Legion patent or the machine, I'm like, I wouldn't necessarily want to do that multiple times. But hey, I don't tell you what to do. I just give you an idea of what's possible. There are hardcore dudes that go, dude, that's like a challenge I'm on. They're going to take that challenge, and that's fine. I'm not that hardcore. I'm like, I'll do the mediocre or lower end contracts and double dip them, But to each his own, as the saying goes. So if I was going to buy this tow missile launching freak, I'd buy the 10,700 version. Just a tank, that's all I need. And I'll pay silver for all the equipment, etc. Put a commander in there and go to town, basically. So for me, I'm waffling on getting it or not getting it. I'm like, I'm not a big rocket guy, so I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm doing, but I'm just giving you information to look forward to this. If you don't have Era 3 tanks and you feel like you would like to have an Era 3 missile tank, okay, fine. Era 3 tank premiums are kind of hard to get. Now, we get the Thumper for free in the season at stage 100. And it's an awesome tank. Everyone I know that uses it likes it because it's good. If you don't have other Era 3s but feel that you might want one, well, there you go. Everybody's different. If you want one that shoots rockets. I don't really care for rockets myself. I mean, they're good. I just don't like using them. I'd rather just use the gun and shoot the guy. But that's me, okay? Everybody's different. It's not about what I prefer. I will give you the info and say, hey, look, this is available, and this could be awesome for you. And if it is, then I've done my job. If it isn't awesome for you and you're like, dude, I'm glad you told me this, well, I've done my job again. I don't tell you what is or isn't necessarily great, but things that look promising. And everybody has to make his own decision because we're not all the same. I mean, I think this is going to be a really vicious tank, and it's going to kick a lot of butt in matches. Hopefully, my butt is not one of the ones that gets kicked. That's my number one concern. I don't know about you, but I like it. I think this Wiesel is cool. Be great to have on your team in the hands of someone who really knows how to use rocket launchers like Armored Wraith. So that'll be fantastic. And I'm telling you, man, this dude zips around fast. That part is going to be cool to watch. People are going to have a hard time killing that freak. And I hope I'm not one of the guys having a hard time. But, hey, there you go. So this is the Wiesel. It's coming up tomorrow, Tuesday, March the 7th. This is the end of these 3 news videos of what's coming up preview for tomorrow. So check out the other 2 if you haven't seen them. That's the Valkyria Chronicles and the Legion 59 Patton Premium Tank Contract. It's going to be a butt kicker. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to get on that premium contract. So thanks for watching the video. Please leave a like. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Tell your friends so they can like and possibly subscribe. They can see what's going on here, what we're doing, how I help you gain things, the bargains I help you acquire, and the things I tell you and show you that my friends do or I do that will help you have more fun in this game. Because isn't that why we're here? I'll see you guys tomorrow on Tuesday for sure, but I have some other videos I'm going to make. Later.